After that, we got my favorite match on the whole show. And that's saying something because this had two very other good matches. Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida
this was awesome.
Had a killer match.
This was so awesome. I loved this match. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, it was great. I thought it made both of them look absolutely awesome. I thought that Baker was doing great cocky heel work.
Yeah.
And then also some like badass heel work as well, especially when she had the blood pouring down her face. She had a great moment where she tried to get in the lockjaw, but asked the referee for a glove. So because she doesn't want to put her hand into Shida's mouth for obvious reasons. And then there were just loads of near falls. When Baker's face got busted open, I thought they were going to call an audible and end the match early because it felt a bit awkward. Like, because then Shida hits the Falcon Arrow, and I was like, okay, we're going to just end this match early. But no, they went for like another 5 to 7 minutes after that, and they just did more and more near falls. I thought it was it's the best that Britt Baker has looked on AEW since it started, in May last year.
100%, yeah. And this is your women's division. I've said it from the start. Like, Shida is the best. Like, she's my favorite. She's my favorite in the women's division by quite a long way. They've wanted Britt Baker to be this Roman Reigns like babyface, but it didn't work. So they pivoted and they turned her heel, and now she has found that groove. She is excellent. It's like, of course she's a heel. I remember over the summer when she was being taken to all these press events for AEW, where it'll be Kenny, it'll be Cody, it'll be the Young Bucks, all the big, it'll be Jericho, all the big names of the promotion, and Britt, because it made sense. Like, that's a very easy story for a mainstream press outlet to write about. She's a wrestler and she's got a dentistry career.
Yeah.
So, and they must have seen that. And I totally understand the reasons why, as, she's going to be a big babyface star. But no, she is a brilliant heel.
Yeah, she's a terrific heel. And I think she was doing some incredible work in all of this, kind of talking to the camera. But she was saying something to the camera. And then Jericho started on commentary being like, look out behind you. And then Britt Baker got attacked. She's like, oh yeah, she can't hear me.
Again, it was the same as Everything All Night. Jericho's comedy and commentary just got everything over. Himself included. Really, really good.
And I thought he did a great job in getting both of these women over during the match as well, talking about how tough they are as well, really putting over Britt for like the broken face and making like Shida look so dominant for doing it. And I loved Baker's promo that she did later on in the show as well, with sort of like the dried blood all around her face, talking about how like, she did this to me. She's not a role model. I'm a role model. I would never do this to someone. And she's like, I hope she didn't do anything to my teeth, but I'll fix them if she did.
Yeah.
and then pauses, goes, because I'm a dentist, and then walks away.
She was fantastic. And there's so many. I'm really, really excited about Baker's character. I remember when she first turned heel and they cut the promo out on, so it just didn't play that well. And then the next week it was like, this is pretty good. And the week after, like, man, she's really settling in now. And then by 4 weeks after the first heel turn, you're like, she knows this down pat now. Yeah. And I'm really excited to see where they take the character, because she hasn't actually got that much ring time since the heel turn. The women's division in general hasn't. And when it has been, it's been Nyla, it's been Statlander, it's been Rio. But a Britt Baker Shida feud just running through the women's division, and Baker gets more and more like psychotic. I'm thinking Marathon Man. I said in my review, like when she had all the blood over her face.
Yeah.
And Becky Lynch style Survivor Series 2018. I almost wanted her to properly start going for people's teeth, because she's just snapped in pursuit of the title. And I think the best way to make her snap is she loses a tooth.
Oh, that's good.
And it's easy to do. You just black out a tooth. She doesn't actually have to lose them unless she's got veneers. I guess you can take them out. But that has got to be the long-term plan here.
I like it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But just an excellent, excellent match. Like one of the best non-feud matches in Dynamite history I've put here. Like a legit 4.5-star match.
Yeah, and it's the women's division has, I mean, it's been a problem for Dynamite. I mean, it's been a problem for AEW really since day dot. It's been an issue for them. And it's been particularly difficult now because Nyla's not at the tapings. So you can't really build championship feuds. You know, they were putting over here that Hikaru Shida has been the ranked number 1 for 9 weeks. You know, she's been the top challenger for a long time, but Nyla's not been around to tape, you know, a championship match or anything. It's the same with the tag titles at the moment. Kenny's the only one that's there with the tag straps because Hangman can't make it. And it means that you can't really sort of set up storylines. But through that, they actually managed to have done it for the men's division because they've set up this really interesting feud between Kenny and the Best Friends, and, you know, and particularly with Trent. So, but the women's feud, well, the women's division, while this was a really good match, still doesn't it still doesn't have the stake to it. It's got all the sizzle, but it's got no real stake to it.